everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady.
And I'm Aiden.
And we are yet again facing cold weather. We've had a really gross weather week. It's been like 42 degrees and raining for, what, 3 days?
Yes.
It's my nightmare weather. I was telling Aiden earlier, when I first moved to North Carolina and I worked as an estate gardener, the weather that we were having today was the day that was the days that I would work all day outside in the rain transplanting hellebores, and I hated hellebores as a result. So I make sure I don't torment myself as a home gardener. But we wanted to make this video tonight in advance of the cold weather that's coming tomorrow night. So here in central North Carolina, we're looking at temperatures going down to 21 degrees, which isn't really that cold. The problem is we haven't been getting consistently freezing every night. So the plants are, well, as you can see, kind of lush and beautiful. And, you know, we've got broccoli that's heading. Obviously, we've got, you know, violas that are in full bloom. So we don't have room to bring all these things inside. That doesn't really seem rational or practical. No. But we thought we'd give you some tips for what you should cover and why and how. And tip number one, don't cover anything until the rain is stopped, because you'll find that actually everything will get super wet. It's so saturated, and it can cause more damage to the plants just by crushing them. Particularly all the stuff is wet, and then ice will form. Also good to remember, ice is actually your friend. Ice helps insulate plants, so it's kind of not the end of the world if your plants are covered in moisture, because that actually is going to help them along. Basically what we're going to do to all of our pots, we're going to just put, well, this is what we did over the holidays when it got really cold. So these are just tomato cages with burlap bags on top. And actually you almost want to set one. They're a little bit tricky to fashion just because the pots have gotten so wild and lush, and you know, they're super happy, and none of these plants want to have 21 degrees. But essentially just like that, like where we can kind of get the greens covered. I'd say heading vegetables are the most sensitive. Greens are the least sensitive. Definitely snapdragons will be damaged at 21 degrees. We have a handful of pots that we're going to go ahead and bring into the heated shed that we'll show you as well. And then poppies. What about the poppy seedlings? Well, in theory, 21 degrees shouldn't be something at all to be worried about. At this stage, I'm not planning to cover any of my poppies that are in the ground. I hope I'm not making the wrong decision. But I really don't think 21 degrees will injure those plants. But if you're worried, go ahead and cover them. Just make sure you cover after the rain has finally left the area. It looks like clouds are going to clear finally tomorrow here, at least around 1 o'clock. So you have tomorrow afternoon to be able to do some, winter protection for all of your plants. Okay, well, we'll take a couple of these around and show everybody how they look, and we'll get some pots into the greenhouse, and I think we probably will cover the succulent table as well. Okay. I hate winter. Mm-hmm. As you can see here, we've gotten what we can covered, and hopefully this isn't necessary. Again, 21 degrees is not that cold. My main concern is that we haven't been freezing, so the plants are tender yet again. So with these pots, the small ones we'll bring inside. We're gonna tomato cage that one because everything looks so pretty. And same thing goes for this pot. I think actually this pot we'll go ahead and shove into the shed. And then, because I'm emotionally connected to these plants, I think I'll go ahead and do what I did last time with some bulb crates and a used shower curtain, and just cover these up, basically making a little fake greenhouse. So I really want to protect this broccoli because, as you can see, it's in like full flower, but it's not the size that it would ultimately be. So I really want to protect it, and like this pot over here looks so good. So basically we're just taking these big burlap sacks, and it takes a little coordination to get them on. This is definitely the easiest thing I've ever done for covering plants. And then they just slip right into the pots. Let's see. How's that? And we'll get all of the snapdragons in. And you just press it down so they stay sturdy. But again, we're doing this as a demonstration for you guys. I would wait to do any covering until tomorrow afternoon when all of the rain has totally left the region, because there's not a lot of benefit to doing this while it's raining. It's just going to make everything wet and gross. But this is what we're doing for this upcoming cold snap. So hopefully this information will be helpful to you. And we'll definitely be covering more of the containers. And well, like I said, I think that the poppies are going to be fine. Maybe we'll cover a couple areas just to be safe. The holiday freeze has me rethinking my overwintering strategies. Well, good luck everybody. I hope all of your plants survive without any trouble, and we're just counting down the days until winter is finished. Thanks for watching.